Sridhar, your thoughts. The fact that, when there was a big debate about how a lot of people are very embarrassed to acknowledge their identity, Telugu stars like Chiranjeevi, like Ram Charan, like Prabhas, they were unequivocal. I think it was Ram Charan, if I'm not mistaken, who went barefoot to the airport when he was in the Sabrimala pilgrimage. And it was almost as if it was the most common thing, it was the most normal thing. What do you make of this? Has this always been the case, or is this a new development you see?
So, with respect to people across communities, across all genders, in Bharatadesham, across states, they have been loving India and they have been loving Sanatana Dharma, no doubt. But for the information of the viewers, even after the independence, the Telugu film industry has always been adhering to Sanatana Dharma, has respected Sanatana Dharma. N.T. Ramarao, one of the celebrated chief ministers, he just rose to power because people thought he was Rama. He has played the role of Rama and Krishna in over 70 to 80 movies, Padmaja, so much so that people would come in buses every day, wait.
The blindfold has come off. I don't know if you can see the image, but this is the first image of Ram Lala, the new deity, the idol in Garbha, and I think this is first images that we have of him without the blindfold.
Wow.
संपूर्ण भारत और संसार के मीडिया कर्मी अर्थात इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया, प्रिंट मीडिया, सोशल मीडिया, यूट्यूबर्स सब वहीं पर एकत्रित हैं।
Pawan Verma ji, your first thoughts? The idol of Ram Lala without the blindfold is finally revealed to the world.
It is an extremely, extremely emotional moment, Padmaja. I find my hair rising. I feel goosebumps because the Murti is so beautiful. The expression on Sri Ram's face is so peaceful and Saumya. And after the Prana Pratishta, for the first time when the deity is unveiled, I think there can be no heart which is not touched by the spiritual benevolence of Sri Ram. So, as someone in my family who has grown up with Sri Ram being chanted from my birth till now, it's a very, very emotional moment for me, very emotional.
And the first ever close-up, Dushyant Sridhar, that we have of Ram Lala in all his glory, with his abhushan. Your first thoughts?
Yeah, Padmaja, I keep giving discourses on the scriptures, and every time when Pattabhishekam happens, we say that 18 kinds of instruments were played, Ashtadasha Vadya Gosha, and today what we are witnessing is the blowing of so many instruments. For me, it's like I'm just seeing all my scriptures alive, and look at those beautiful cheeks of the Lord, look at his Look at his kantham, which is called the conch-shaped neck. Kambugrivam. Look at those two earrings that look like the Makara Kundalas of Vithala and Pandarpur. Look at that crown that looks like Dwarakadish in Sri Dwaraka. Look at that beautiful bow and arrow that is plated in gold that looks like Hiremagaluru in Karnataka and Vaduvur in Tamil Nadu. And look at that smile of the dot that looks like Rama of Bhadrachalam. Look at the posture. He looks like Rama of Triprayar in Kerala. Look at those feet which are incomparable. I just feel all these verses that have been strung together and embroidered together by the poets and the saints of India are just coming alive. You see, it's like learning chemistry, theory, and then going for the lab. So what I'm seeing is lab of my Itihasas and Puranas just in front of me. It's an amalgamation of bhakti. This is all I can say, Padmaja.
Rahul Ishwar, is it everything that you had imagined it to be?
I mean, this is beyond imagination. This is absolutely wonderful, a fabulous moment, a spiritual moment, as pointed out earlier itself. The Pratima right now became a deity. It has the life force or prana in it, and this is absolutely marvelous. This is something absolutely cherished. We need to hold on, and like Pawanji said, see, Prana Pratishta is a very important tantric ceremony too. The Vedas, the Tantras, the Akamas detail many times about it, and that spiritual occasion. Now, the life force or the prana is being into it. And many researchers, especially Western researchers, point out that it is attributing consciousness to the stone, or attributing life force and bodha, consciousness into it. And after this, the concept is that the deity will listen to us, the deity will understand us, and we go to have darshana of the deity. And this is a great occasion for our entire nation. And just to take one cue earlier, Ramayana and Mahabharata are respected and accepted worldwide. Obama in his book said regarding India, my fascination about India is Ramayana, Mahabharata and Mahatma Gandhi. And Obama used to regularly listen to Ramayana in his childhood. But many times, due to many things, our children may have missed out in the past decades listening to Ramayana because of various other reasons. So it is time to rekindle the Rama inside, reignite the Rama inside, and the Ramayana route, which passes through very important spaces of India, should also be rekindled. Prime Minister was magnanimous enough to come, and a devotee enough to come to many spaces, including Triprayar, Sri Ramaswamy Temple, which is one of the 4 Nalambalas of Kerala, which has a temple for Sri Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrughna. And it starts with Triprayar Sri Ramaswamy Temple. He went to near the Ramasetu, where the holy Ramasetu starts. So it's a civilizational resurgence, along with, of course, a spiritual and godly moment. It's a civilizational resurgence. It's a cultural moment. There may have been some political subtext, but that is less important. The more important thing is godliness, spirituality, culture, civilization. And this is such an occasion. And I would request our audience also to learn and listen to our Hindu Dharma in a deeper way, because there is a lot of Shastras involved in it. This is a time to learn them. What is a Vigraha? Ramo Vigrahan Dharma. Rama is a Vigraha of Dharma, is what we call. And along with, we have to understand what is Vigraha, what is a temple, what are the basic temple concepts, what is the idea of consecration. These things should also be studied. Along with, there is a Karma Kanta, there is a Jnana Kanta. Both belong to us. It's not as if one thing rejects the other. Both belong to us. So it's time to learn, understand the essence of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, which Swami Vivekananda proudly proclaimed in the World Parliament of Religions, that I come from the oldest religion, I represent the oldest faith in the world, and the entire US population applauded him. So Hindu Dharma has a special place in the scheme of things, not only in India but in the world history in a very significant way. Our ancient ways of worship, our Vedanta, our knowledge, our Sanskrit, our Tamil, yoga is being celebrated, meditation is beji celebrated. And Padmajaji, the important thing is, a century back when the Britishers were ruling us, they called us the land of fakirs and half-naked babas. From that, India becoming a Vishwaguru is a huge revival of our culture. From the land of the so-called superstitious, we are becoming the land of Vishwaguru, courtesy yoga, courtesy Ayurveda, courtesy Siddha, courtesy Tamil, courtesy Sanskrit, courtesy Vedanta, courtesy our great Sampradayas, which is being cherished and celebrated. And this is truly India's moment. This is Sri Ram's moment, Ramarajya moment, India or Bharat, India, that is Bharat's moment. And we are blessed to live to see such an occasion, which will be talked for centuries to come.